10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3,
2,
1.
0.
Hello Dash League, and welcome to another presentation of Hyperdash. In the booth today we've got the one and only FireHorse commentating here with me, Castle, and Quad, who I think is MIA right now, but he's going to be back soon. Anyways, welcome to the late evening match for this Saturday. We are currently in the second cycle of this season, and we're here to watch and spectate and commentate on high sprinter tier match between Fire and Sky. Now, for both these teams, this is a pretty pivotal match. Both have made some headway in their tiers, both high tier at this point. So for them, the win here could potentially tell whether or not a team will move up into Dasher tier, or even if they lose both of them, if they go back into Walker tier. So things can get a little bit messy. Today's maps, we've got Launchpad, Quarry, and if tied up, a Stadium. So Quarry being introduced here as for the first time this season. We have required maps that are pre-assigned, hopefully to help with some negotiations between captains. So it actually gives, I think it gives a lot of predictability for like what kind of practice you should be doing. So it's definitely adding a new element this season. And looking at lineups today, it looks like for Sky they've got their 5 in, and we'll briefly go over it. Their captain, Bird Fever, sitting there up at the top. We've got Persona. Oh, Sky animation first. I love these animations. Looking at Sky's lineup today, we've got Bird Fever, the captain, Persona, Money, Wanderer, and Ben 10. So a very solid lineup for them, and they've got their Rocketeer today too, which is going to be very important for Launchpad. So they'll be looking to hold fire at checkpoint. It'll be interesting though, because they are missing some of their more regular players. I know Snarple is usually always on their top lineup, so I guess I'm not being available today. Hopefully that doesn't weigh them down too much. He's a big fragger for them. I think in the first 2 matches of Cycle 1, he went 1.3 and 1.4 KD, respectively. So he's been killing it. Another standout player is Money, of course, with the high KDs, Rocketeer. So he's a big player for them. He is here today. I know from inside information, whenever Money is missing, they feel like there's a gap in their roster. So I understand your Rocketeer is important. And then, yeah.
And no, Big Boy, he top killed for them in his league debut. He hasn't been around lately.
Haven't seen him too much, but that was on Waterway against TBDI. He went 26-24 with a 1.08 and a nice 7K score during that match. So great presentation from him. Looking at Fire's lineup, I think they're trying to get their 5th in. We've still got 6 minutes on the clock though. For them starting out, we've got Iska, and then followed by Gadget Man, who I think is their heavy specialist, if I'm not mistaken. Gally Arthur, their captain, and of course the creator of Hyperdash and a lot of the other cool casting tools that we use, and then Airwolf. So between both of these teams, I believe this is Sky's second match this cycle. They've already gone up against their first match, which was O, which is of course kind of in my opinion, a little bit of a mismatch, but I'd like to say they held their own, especially for Launchpad. They managed to get past checkpoint and make it into the mid 80s against O, which is not.
Yeah, that last minute checkpoint was impressive.
Yeah, exactly. They got that nice overtime, so it goes to show that they know the meta well, and they're coordinated. So this will be, in my opinion, Sky's best map would be Launchpad for this cycle. Their best chance at getting a nice early lead here against Fire.
Yeah, I mean, after seeing that Launchpad the other day versus O, I mean, I'm thinking that Sky is pretty much going to rain down on Fire here. I think we need to get ready for a flood, because it's just not going to be that great for Fire today.
Yep. Hopefully, Fire. I like the terminology. Hopefully, Fire watched that match and gave him a little clue in on what Sky are going to be doing today, though. So, however, there does seem to be some ping mismatches there. I think Fire is an EU team, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're playing really early. What time?
Well,
is
it's
it
6 a.m. for them, for most of them.
Oh, wow. See, I can't
It's
imagine.
probably 5 a.m. for Gadget Man TK. He's in the UK.
On a Sunday, too. You're getting up at 6 a.m. for a match on a Sunday. Like, yeah, you got to be dedicated. It's like big.
You know, it is so hard to match up West Coast and EU times. Like,
yeah. Because for West Coast right now, it's about around 9 p.m. So
right,
really
yeah.
Stretching the limits for both teams. So we'll see how it goes. That being said, we're playing on EU servers right now. So while Sky has the know-how, how to run this map, Fire has the ping advantage, which for their heavies is going to be crucial. So we'll see how they play it. But Fire really has to get their 5th in. We're doing mandatory 5v5s this season, so I mean, if Fire doesn't get their 5th player in, that's an automatic forfeit for their first map. Not something we want to see.
Yeah, hopefully no one overslept.
Hopefully not. I mean, yeah, Sunday 6 a.m. That's rough. That's rough. That's about the time I might consider even going to bed on a weekend.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep. At that point, I might just consider just staying up and, like just dealing with it. Run on caffeine, let it flow through my veins.
I played in the APAC League, and I got up a couple times at 4 a.m. to play.
How? That's crazy. That's wild, man.
I don't even know, but just
How'd it
imagine,
go?
like... Oh god, it was brutal. Playing on the Hong... Like, some of our matches were, like, capture the flag on the Hong Kong
You're
server.
kidding.
And, like,
You're kidding. What?
capture the flag, it's the bane of my existence, and then on Hong Kong at 4 a.m. It's just like, alright.
Like, let's take the worst of every situation and give a mishmash of it. Here you go, Quad. Here you go.
But I had fun. I did enjoy my team. FireHorse was on my team.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I wonder how the CTF meta is going. Wasn't there a CTF league at some point? Haven't heard much about that.
Hyper Cup had a capture the flag tournament, but it was with a couple of mutators, like what was it?
Dash.
Instant pickups, max dash,
Ooh. That is a
instant
lot.
pickups, but then slow respawn.
Oh. Yeah, slow respawn I feel like would be really necessary if you're going to run with those.
Yeah, and it actually wasn't bad. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty good experience.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever played CTF with those mutators. That could be interesting. I mean, the problem with CTF is just the distance.
Yeah,
And the lack
it's such
of
a big
pickups.
map, man.
Yeah, if you could somehow chain the pickups together, you'd be fine. But getting from those two dash pickups, you can't get to it. There's a delay, which I feel like that's the issue. You know. All right, looks like they got their
Oh,
fifth
Lucas
in.
is here.
Bring in Lucas, and I remember just looking at previous scores. Lucas is he a newer? No, he's not a newer player for them, but he's a top killer for them. So they don't have Freak today, though. The Freak, one of their. What's up? Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah,
Ooh, look
and
at
this
Most on
is
top here. Most with the best KDs.
you look at kills number 4, and there is Snarples, who is notably missing today. So he has a lot of kills for the team. He's a huge part of their firepower.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, Fire has their top player, it's Arthur, KD of a 1.55. Now they did start a Walker tier, but I mean this guy was meant to play in at least high sprinter. So we'll see what he does today. He also has the 5th highest kills per minute right now. Ooh, and Persona and Snarples, that combination there with 100% current. Though at this point it's just whoever's name ends up hunted. It's hard to say for win percentages this early in the season. But yeah, I was about to say, Arthur is huge for Fire. I think I mentioned that earlier though. So I think he has, from the matches every single match so far this season on Fire, Arthur has top scored. So.
Oh yeah, he is totally he's the inspiration of the team at this point too, the heart and soul, if you will. He's the one who's kind of leading the team. Fire's kind of, you know, it hasn't had the most traction, but I think with him as the captain, he's really done a good job keeping the team going.
Yeah,
Breathing
there's
life
been a lot of
into the team.
consistency. So, the little group fist bumps for everyone, getting energized and charged up this late and early, so likely they'll need it. Looks like both teams gearing up, getting ready to go, so we get ready for this match. Signal to the ref, signal from the captain. You know those standings in the back. Oh, and here we go. Sky versus Fire. Let's get it on. So
Prepare
early
to
on,
start.
let's get a view on Wanderer here as he goes down main. Ready to set up.
Fire is pushing first. Question: does Fire have enough spark to overcome Sky today?
Do they have the fire?
Yeah. Can they burn Sky today?
Match starts in
We expect a lot of heavies from the Sky side.
1.
Got Shocks on
Go.
Persona. She's deadly early on Shocks, so Fire will need to take her out soon.
First
Starting now, already getting
elimination.
some pushes.
One
Persona with the
pick
first tag on Arthur. Second on Iska for a 2K, now ready to hit cart. Nice pick to pick up Arthur with 3K. Taking the alley flank. This is a great start for her. holding down the room. Another pick on cart for a 4K, so you're gonna get a 5K potential ace here. Man, they're really just letting her feed off these kills here. They gotta. Oh no, some trouble.
Oh, she missed the dash.
Dashing there, but somehow surviving. Battle finally taken up by Iska, but trading. Not before ending with a 5K. Great start for Persona. Getting eyes on Lucas now as he rounds about the dash. Still trying to clear out their house. Lots of sky in the area. Picked up by Wanderer. Wanderer in a little bit of a bad situation here. Manages to eke out of it.
Oh, Fire definitely behind time here.
They've really had trouble getting rid of the Sky players in the house, which is giving a great platform for Sky. Finally getting some forward presence here. Gally Arthur leading the way. Sky members just... Oh, Money taking out Gally Arthur. Big pickup from him. Rocking those gold shocks, getting ready to hit the cart. Nice side flank. Oh, but missing the kill on Lucas. Lucas taking him out. Lucas with a nice twist to get a flick shot on the player next to the cart. Probably shouldn't leave the cart at this point. Trading off with Gadget Man in the top row position. A nice rail kill on Money. Get the second on Birdfeeder. Taken out by Wanderer. Wanderer with a nice headshot on the cart rider. Taking out the second player on main. Another on, wow, he is really clearing cart at this point. And on fire, on Lucas too. That's a 4K, 5K for him. Wanderer on fire at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Rather
Fire way behind time here. It's 3 minutes 45 seconds. They're not even halfway down the hill yet.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put a lot more emphasis, and they've really struggled at putting a nice, solid presence in front of cart. Which, I mean, you can't really blame them for with how much aggression Sky's been showing early on. Been 10 taking on cart. Starting to see a pickup, cart getting some movement here. Airwolf, a nice dodge off cart to get the pick and get on back on. Doing it again and staying alive for a really good amount of time here. They've been pushing it. Cart moving non-stop at this point, really getting some traction. And Airwolf with another dodge off and kill. Some really high-level cart play here. And as a cart rider myself, I can appreciate that. Cart finally getting slowed down here by Sky to get their setup, defensive setup set. Meta changing now to aim towards the rockets. This guy's struggling to get players on cart. Looks like they're really trying to prioritize getting their position set before they try to lock it down. But if they don't lock it down soon, are just going to be able to do tiny mini pushes to push that cart right through checkpoint. Oh, they got shield on cart, but he's taken out by shock player. Gadget Man. Man, Wandering is killing it. Just take a look at his KD right now. 22 and 8. This guy's on fire right now.
Yeah, has he stolen Fire's fire tonight?
I like raining down fire on fire. But man, a huge card clear by Fire here and a big push opportunity. They have 2 minutes, only needing like 5% to get across checkpoint. So
yeah, I mean,
like
it was
really
looking so
position.
bleak for them, but they've done a fantastic job at moving this cart despite.
And it almost seems a little backwards, like pre that bend there, you know, that sloping bend that usually is where it's supposed to race through. They struggled, but after that bend,
and then they just sped through.
It's crazy, breaking all sort of patterns and expectations here. Sky with a nice setup here, all around cart. Rockets up, a good forward presence. Fire will need to do some decent group ups. It looks like they're doing some trickling in at this point, getting picked off one by one.
Yep,
Little bigger buff in Staples room, 3 in Staples, which Sky sent in to try to disrupt. Big push up here. A little bit of movement. One Fire player left. He's alone. And they're going to go for the trickle push at this point because they're a little bit disconjointed at this point. So Sky with an excellent defense and really prioritizing that shield room so they don't allow any sort of Decent group
Here
ups.
comes the group.
Shock's coming in, clear cart. Rocket's taking them out.
30 seconds. They just need one more push like this, and they can break checkpoint.
So for both teams, really going to need to buckle down. Make sure to land those shots. I don't think Fire has managed to take out their Rockets once, though. So this has really been a grueling grind for them.
Like someone went for the rocket.
Oh, it looks like, oh, Rocket's taking out Cart.
6, 5.
Persona
Oh,
back
5 seconds.
And this is it, 3 seconds. They got to get the overtime, but it's a little bit far stretched.
Time's up.
And it looks like a
Red
little
team
missed times,
wins.
not able to get to the overtime. Sky holding a solid pre-checkpoint hold. Currently, top scoring for Sky, we got Persona
Switching
going
sides.
23 in, looks a little bit blurry, and 12 really
Prepare
rocking it,
to
led
start.
closely by Wanderer. Great showing by them. On the flip side, we got Geliarthur going 19 and 20. Really the only one putting up decent killing numbers right now. But this is blue side. Things switch when it comes to red versus blue. So, oh, it looks like the icons never switched.
Match
Or no, there's
starts
2 Sky
in
icons
3,
right now.
2,
Oh yeah,
1.
interesting.
Yeah.
Go.
I wonder what team Geliarthur is favoring, huh?
First elimination.
Oh, looks like Airwolf. Someone jumped. No, a teammate jumped in front of him and put himself out. Hate to see it. And Iska also dying. Both heavies down to suicides from their own splash damage. Geliarthur just barely failing to manage to get that pickup. Sky clearing the house area now with a good push opportunity here. Get some forward presence. Looks like they're still getting set up, but now here comes the push. Looking to get control of that bridge area. Got 2 Sky players there. Wanderer flooding through Staples. Their front line goes down. Fire regrouping to take a defensive counter push here. But Sky really holding front line well. Not letting the Fire get anywhere near the cart this early on. Nice long sight lines.
this part, yeah, they're making great time. They're around the corner with 5 minutes
They
left. That's a good pace.
Yeah, it's a pace that hasn't been as interrupted. Long rockets, nice dodge by Wanderer. Wanderer looking to get in the flank position. Pulling back to help control this area. And honestly, that might have been a good choice for them. They have such a good control of this bridge area here. They don't need to get that huge forward presence to disrupt heavies. But Cart, kind of stopping for a second. That cart should never be stopped. It's stopped for no
You've got
reason.
somebody in the area.
Yeah, they only had 1 cart push that went back for health resources. There was no need for that. So, lost some time there. And off again. Okay, they need to put 2 on cart. The guy needs to stick his butt on cart and stay on carts.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
the way that Sky is dominating with the kills, I would probably dedicate 2 people to the cart.
Exactly. There's no reason cart should be stopped at this point. They have such a good forward line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in rule of thumb for cart pushing is the first half of a pre-checkpoint and a post-checkpoint push, the cart rider has no need to jump off. You can just sprint straight. Late on, when you need to really survive, when you're stretched thin from your own spawn, then I would say dash off cart. But they were dashing off way too soon, losing a lot of precious time. Now Fire with a double rocket setup here, and really cool rocket angle by Iska here. Single rocket.
Here we go.
do
On the
that.
SMG bridge.
So big movement by Sky here. Iska setting up a double rocket's taken out by Money in the flank.
We jumped up, okay.
A deep Sky flank here too in their spawn, taking out and just stopping them. The cart moving non-stop, closing in on checkpoint. Some great cart battles here, completely cleared in Sky's favor. With 3 minutes, they're approaching, and it looks like it's going over. They win, but will ends. And there's the checkpoint.
Through this checkpoint.
No,
with,
not yet, not yet.
8 minutes and 58 seconds. So
Inches.
they broke through.
And there it is. Wow, a 3-minute checkpoint. That last second, oh, that post bend push was insane. Great job by Sky.
Now the question is, can Sky dominate on the second half of the map? We've seen many teams who are phenomenal on the first half, but then it just kind of falls apart on the second half offense. You really have to have really good tactics to make it up to 100%. You know, the spawn advantage is just so great at the end of this map, and the area is so open that it's very hard to not defend that area well.
Absolutely. And it looks like they're doing a good job. They're sending players up to triangle, and Sky's really being a big thorn in Fire's ability to get to cart at this point. I mean, that funnel there is just so crucial through triangle. Put players there, they have to contend with players at triangle before even considering to push. Fire's still deep in Sky is still deep in Fire territory. Cart has been moving non-stop. Losing their front line here, Fire with an opportunity to finally approach Cart. Seeing some red streaks around Cart. Early rockets by Fire. Cart pusher is alone. Nice dodge off Cart. Really excellent timing, and it's especially more impressive considering that he has to function at greater than 100 ms ping for these dodges as well. Money taking out the shotgun flank. Kill on Gale Arthur there. Looking to get that triangle room presence. Fire taking them out. Bird Fever alone. Holding it down for his team.
Looking fancy with this golden SMGs there.
Yeah, golden SMG and pistol. Oh no, those are double SMGs. Oh, and he gets a kill on Isco. Nice headshot too, I think. But not pushing. Oh yeah, no, they're pushing. Never mind. They're playing really close to cart. So maybe a multiple cart dodge meta. Pushing for looking for a spawn. Oh, but he gets taken down. Maybe extended a little bit too far. But I mean, cart's been moving this whole time.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 35 seconds. They're almost at the rocket bridge. This is pretty good time. I mean, you know,
Yes.
hopefully they can maintain this. They've almost broken through this area where teams can establish this triangle room hold. So that opportunity for Fire to defend here is just lost. But, you know, there's always the final chokehold in the end. But if Sky can pull it together,
Yeah.
they might be able to get to 100%. They've got the time.
Yeah, ideally you want the first half of your minutes post checkpoint to go towards just getting to that 86% hold. So if you can hold that triangle and get like 2/3 or 3/4 of that time, that just bodes well for teams don't get too far past that 86 or even to 86. But Bird Fever really just destroying their spawn runs here. And Wander really showing that cart movement. Wow. This cart's been moving like crazy.
Oh, can we check out Hella Arthur?
Gale Arthur currently only one going. 30 kills currently for his team. And yeah, they're struggling to get out of their spawn and get set up on positions right now. They're trying to take the flank routes. Killer, a nice side tag on Sky Wanderer. Shock's coming in, likely Persona on bridge now. Big push up by Sky happening now. Ben 10 going down. Oh, it's looking like they backed up to get ready for a second push. Showing some patience there, and they're at the 86% pretty much at this point. At this point, everything should be group ups. And here's the big group up push, because cart's moving. And it looks like some Fire players are looking in the wrong direction for a moment. This car was just moving past them. Ben 10 alone. Finally, last person here, Wanderer, getting a little movement as they finally take it down here at the around the 87% mark.
Yeah, so 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. They're almost at this corner. Once they get it around the corner, you know, it's much easier to push because you've got that shield protecting you. So question is, can Fire hold them out a little bit longer? Maybe keep it from getting to 100%.
Man, Sky's doing a big push now. Multiple Sky players on cart. So they're trying to get it to that bend. And they're nearly there. Money choosing to stay alive, getting ready for the next group up. And with his shotguns. Oh, taken down. Looks like Airwolf had a nice pick on him from the corner. I don't think he was expecting that.
Yeah, it's definitely the Galaxy skins on the pistol that got on that pick right there.
Had to be. It just gives
Plug.
good mojo.
Buy skins, buy skins. Help Triangle Factory afford better servers.
People are always asking, like, how do I get better at Hyperdash? Well, it's the skin.
Yes,
Banana, obviously,
buy all the skins.
In my opinion. Banana.
Actually, the banana skins are quite good for the aim. They're very easy to see in the periphery.
Exactly. That's actually why I use them. It's just like I never lose track of them, you know. And they're not too hard to get Oh, it looks like, and this guy looks like they got around the bend, got that shield facing the spawn. So at 3 minutes, they have a really good opportunity to get 100% here. Nice good group ups. They've been doing. What Fire has been really struggling on doing is holding triangle. So looks like they're starting. Yellow Arthur alone is trying to stop these pushes. Nice pick up Bird here behind, take the triangle dash. This will be a big boost towards holding in subsequent group ups. His team in the back doing a really good job of clearing things up. Money almost overextended, but managed to eke out a win on that fight there. Yellowth are setting up.
Money got jealous of Bird Fever. Look at Bird Fever's kills. So he's trying to he's trying to steal these kills.
You can't take all the glory. Ooh, a big alley flank by Sky. Push towards cart. It's a 4-2 currently around the cart. They can get all the movement they want right now, but they gotta. Those SMG users have got to get onto the cart. And it looks like they did, and they didn't get much push out of that. Both SMG users still currently alive. And man, it's a trade-off. I mean, those SMGs take a little bit of resources to get to, you know. So you don't want to waste them at the same time. If the cart's not moving, what are you doing? Big group up here by Sky.
Oh, someone got on and jumped off.
Bird Fever going down. Next person. Someone going down. Next person. Last person. And it should be Money. He finally gets taken out with a big push. A couple percent for them at least. And they've burned half
1 minute
their time.
45 seconds. Can they make it to the end?
And if they continue the pace that they did entering that bend, they should have this. You stay patient. Make sure that keep Fire away from triangle. And Fire, really, if they wanna, they need to send at least 2 towards triangle. That's what they've been failing to do.
I mean, whoever flanked behind just got all of these picks. There's only 2 of them left. Look at this.
Oh, and
this
big
is it.
push.
This could be the end.
Yeah, and they're doing a nice job. Once someone goes down on cart, Sky sends another on. Fire struggling to put players on cart there for a second.
Just gotta
Inches
tap
now.
it one more time.
Inches. This is looking
All
really
right.
good.
Are we
for
gonna
Fire.
see a shock
For
now?
Sky. Shock shield, maybe. Love to see it. Maybe a shock
So
shield
see here,
train.
Fire's all kind of like they're being defensive, but you kind of have to push up a little bit and bust the group up.
They really do. They're playing very reactive.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit. Last player.
Oh.
No, it looks like it's Money there taking the final push. Guy with a nice 100% to take the map and a good checkpoint hold. So a great presentation by Sky. All right, so taking a look at final scores. Leading the way, Persona represent going 49-31 with a nice 66,800. Bird Fever absolutely killing it in the KD department, 68-35, and really everyone on Sky getting a nice KD and kill. Yellow Arthur leading in kills and score by a huge margin for his team, going 45-55. So yeah, great showing by Sky. Not only in terms of just one-to-one mechanics and firepower, but also in terms of their organization. Like they demonstrated a really good understanding of the meta.
Yeah, so it's looking like if Sky is able to repeat this success on the second map on the quarry, they may actually be able to offset their loss to O yesterday or the day before, and potentially move up a bit in the rankings.
That would be ideal, because I think they're second rank in sprinter tier right now, so they don't have that much distance to go in order to get to dasher tier. However, I mean, it depends on what they're aiming for. If they're trying to get into dasher tier this early, or if they're trying to maybe go for the sprinter tier championship, it's really up to them. I mean, they have potential to play in dasher tier, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, being in dasher tier is a gift and a curse.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, if you gotta, it's tough, The teams in the dasher tier are incredibly strong, and
it's the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've spent my whole Dash League career in dasher tier, so it's where I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I like the high level of competition, heart pounding. Not to say that it isn't in sprinter tier and walker tier. It's just trying to play at that level.
Well, wait, no, you were on I.
That's a
when you were on
dasher
I,
tier team.
we were
That's a
in like
dasher
sprinter
team.
tier for like a
What?
couple of
No,
weeks.
I refuse. I refuse. I consider us a
Nah.
dasher tier team.
We were, but I remember that the first time we got to Dasher tier, and the very
Got
first time we got
crushed.
to Dasher tier, we were matched up against Ark
Ugh.
and D, and it was like, what? No,
Oh.
this is no.
Oh yeah. Well,
We're like,
that's a
why can't we
terrible
just play
first.
O or bruh?
That's
Somebody, they're
that's a
like, nah,
terrible
man.
dasher tier line. Oh, matchup there.
Yeah. So I do feel for teams that make it to Dasher tier at the end of the season because it's like, yes, you have arrived, but you have arrived once everybody has already played everybody, and the only people that they haven't played is you.
It's a toss up. So what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen for Quarry?
I mean, it's tough to say. I do expect Sky to dominate. I do expect Sky to sort of like put out this wildfire here, if you will. But I don't know how long it's going to take because, you know, getting like quick points on Quarry is really all about like wiping on the rollout. So can they wipe on the rollout? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's tough to
timing.
say.
It's really
Sometimes you
there's a
think
lot of-
teams can do it and they can't, but sometimes teams surprise you as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It's really reliant on not only the timing, you know, making sure you kill everyone at the same time and lock them in their spawn, but also a lot of individual firepower. So
Right.
whereas
Yeah.
with a lot of the payloads, you can make up for a firepower deficit by just being really skilled. Here in domination, when you come and let's say you go into tunnel alone, you have to be able to land the shots. If you can't land the shots, you lose tunnel, and that just gives an open avenue for the other team.
Yeah. I mean, I think in terms of firepower, Sky definitely has that today.
Yeah.
You know, but
And
it's
not
also
only that-
possible to drag this out if you're a corner camping team. You
Sure.
know,
If you're
you
playing
can
with
really.
those maybe shocks, rockets, shotguns. I mean, you can use pretty much any weapons somewhat effectively on Quarry. So we'll see what happens.
Definitely.
Fire also at a disadvantage with ping, so they're gonna have to make sure that when they press the button, they gotta give a half a second on every button push. I've seen teams lose, like U.S. teams in the EU region, or EU teams coming over the U.S. losing that moment, like that timing there, that split second timing where you just didn't get that timing right, and losing whole button pushes, losing rounds and matches to that. I remember when we on Arc we were getting ready to play Sydney teams. We went in specifically on Sydney maps just to get a feel for the timing. Button pushes.
Yeah, if we have to play a Sydney team, we'll normally just play the whole week on the Sydney server.
Yep. Get a
Just
feel for
scrimmage every
everything.
day on
Get a feel
Sydney.
for everything.
Yeah, although I do have to say, after playing in like the Mutator League and the APAC League in between seasons, I'm much less concerned about servers, and I'm just more in the mode where you just show up and play.
Yeah.
Because you get used to, you know, you might have 2 matches on one day, one is on Hong Kong, and then the other one's like a Mutator, half damage, headshot only, shotgun only, on
That's really
Amsterdam at like
flexible.
100 ping. You're like,
Jack of all
you
trades.
just forget, you stop caring.
Just learn to have some fun. How long did
So,
Sky last against O? I wonder.
On Quarry, I think it was probably like 10 to 12 minutes, maybe 15. No, it was like 8 minutes left, so
Yeah, that's not bad against O. I mean, O's it's one of the best core teams. They played a lot, so to hold off that long is
yeah, it looked like they weren't as like well versed in getting kills on that map as O was.
Yeah.
Because we saw on the launch pad the kills were about even, but once it got to the Quarry, Sky was definitely killing at a much slower rate than O was.
You could say they do have an advantage over Fire too, having already played a match on Quarry. They already know kind of where their weaknesses are in a competitive setting. So Because I mean, it can differ. Scrims and matches, the feel can differ. That added pressure. So what you might feel comfortable within a scrim, if you've been scrimming, can feel completely different on match day. Looking at lineups, Sky.
Oh,
They
I'm excited to
rolled
see
the-
Eagle Fang playing tonight. If you're watching Eagle Fang, what's up, buddy?
Sky going for their same lineup as they had for that launch pad. Fire choosing to switch out Eagle Fang for Lucas, I believe. It's just that substitution.
All right, so tell me this, Castle. The runner skin, the one that who's
Like the
wearing
scout
that
skin?
in this lobby? Which one is it?
Is
Tell me
that
that that's isn't that an old? Tell me that's not an old guy to you.
that
Look
one?
at this.
Money?
First of all, he's got compression stockings on. Those are
Oh
sketches.
gosh,
Right
that's old person 101.
It is the fanny pack. Look at the fanny pack, and that's like a members only
It's
jacket
a
from like
backwards. Isn't it
1985.
a backwards fanny pack?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that's like the old dude who's like at the mall, like getting his
Yeah,
exercise.
You know, I
for
can
the
see
day.
it. I can see it. I can't unsee it now.
Yeah.
Speaking of old versus young, I always thought the skeleton skin, that one, the pelvis looks like it. Yeah, the one that Persona's wearing right now. If you look at it from the back, it looks like you're wearing a diaper. Look at that! It looks like you're wearing a diaper, and you got like that HD jacket comma with it. It's like, can you look any younger? But I love the skin additions that they've been doing.
Yeah, I think I've bought all the skins at this point, and I've got
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of gun skins. But
It's
seriously
true.
though, if Triangle Factory is watching, can you guys please bring the blackout rocket skin into the store? Because I've been trying to get that on my Oculus account, and I have not been able to find it. I check almost every day, and I can never find the blackout rocket skin, and that's my favorite.
I really
rocket
wish
skin.
they would just, instead of cycling through the same skins, you know, why not just give them all, or like just have access to them all so you can buy them, you know, let people pick and choose the ones they actually want.
And make a blackout. Make the whole set of blackouts. Like make the blackout SMG.
Yeah, sets. That's what
blackout
we're looking for. Weapon sets,
pistol.
you know, that'd be so dope. Like a full banana set, you know, everything banana.
Oh my god, yeah, full banana set. That would be insane.
Great.
I would spend money on like full sets. I'd probably get like the porcelain
Absolutely.
set, blackout set, banana set.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That's where the money would go. I think
Yeah, I got the full
I think
galaxy set right now.
I've managed to get almost all the skins just from like winnings and from being like the pre F2P.
Match
You
starts
cheapo,
in
you cheapo.
3,
Support Triangle
2,
Factory, man.
1.
No, I think I got like 10
Go.
bucks, but it's like most of my stuff has come from like
Red
winnings
takes
and
A.
other things. Anyways, early roll. Let's get into this match. We got Sky and
Blue
Fire
takes
rushing
B.
towards B. We'll see who wins the
First
B fight. Fire
elimination.
first getting the first point there. Big battle at B.
Blue takes
Sky
B.
taking the second touch. Looks like Sky takes possession of B. Getting ready for a push up out of B
Red
into
takes
Fire's
B.
base, but meeting in time with their respawn.
Red team
Iska taking out
scores
Wanderer.
three.
Persona
Fire with
rushing
the
in.
countdown here.
Blue takes
Oh,
A.
Persona
Blue
with
team
nabbing the enemy's
scores
base and
in
gonna
the
stay alive. And
counter.
countdown for Sky for a moment
Blue
there. Fire
team
taking,
scores
I think
in
it was
the
their
early
own
countered.
Skies.
Blue team
Oh, Persona taking the
scores
tag.
in
She
the
alone
early
getting
countered.
tagged.
Blue takes A.
Fire struggling to clear
Red
Sky from
takes
their
A.
base. They have been managing to hold Sky's
Blue
base though.
takes C.
So, and they just got one sneaky player in Sky's base. It's been a little bit of a thorn in their side.
Blue team
Really, the only thing
countered.
holding Sky down at this point.
Red takes A.
And they
Double
have yet to
counters
clear them.
here from Fire.
Blue takes B.
Finally clearing that player in their
Blue
base.
team
Sky getting push
scores
opportunity.
in the countered. Blue takes A. Blue
Iska, nice
countered.
priority to get that counter.
Blue team score countered.
Big push by Sky. Good opportunity here. Meeting outside of their spawn. Sky winning the battle here. They got to get that button in seconds before they respawn. It looks like they're
Blue
unable to.
team scores in
Gonna have to
countered.
contend with 5 Fire players.
Blue team score
On the
countered.
countdown.
Blue team scores in
Oh, a nice
3,
lockout. Only
2,
one. Eagle
1.
Fang. Only
Oh,
one life.
Blue
Taken
team
out.
first
wins
point.
this round.
Sky with a nice lockout. Earning the W here. Persona leading the way, 6-2 with
Go.
1400 right now.
She really
Red
has
takes A.
improved so much in this off season.
She has, yeah. She's been grinding. She
Blue
plays
takes
every day at
B.
least 2 hours.
First elimination.
And she's also been working with Sky a lot too this season. So I like to think she's brought a lot to the table, and they've taught her a
Red
lot too.
team score countered.
Nice tag by Money.
Blue
They have
takes
a
C.
nice
Red takes
hold.
C.
But they don't have their own base, and this is something to struggle with. I wonder if the tunnel battle is just not
Blue
going well.
takes
It's
A.
not coming through B. So they either need to like really solidify, maybe camp the tunnel a little bit. It's like Money might be. He's taking the tunnel dash.
Blue takes A.
Yeah, so he's holding
Red
down
takes
tunnel
A.
here.
Red takes C. Blue takes C.
Who is that
team
in-
Scores countered.
Yeah, it might be Arthur. Who's the guy that keeps going into Sky's base? Ooh, Money with a cheeky tag from another cheeky
Here we
tag.
go.
Hitting
There's
the
only
tap.
left.
In 3 countered.
Three
Oh,
left.
gotcha,
He gets
man.
taken out
Blue
from the
team
distance.
Countered. Blue takes
Another
blue
countdown.
countered.
But good counters by Fire.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
So
Blue
Fire really
team
grouped up in their own
score
base. They're just
countered.
waiting for the countdown at this point. Long distance battle here. Trading shots. Fire really needing to get out of their base. They're in a precarious situation here, all huddled around their own button. Pushing out towards B, got 3
Red
Fire
takes
players,
B.
finally getting possession back for B. They have a push opportunity now. There's a big battle outside of B on Sky's side.
Blue takes B.
And it looks like the entire team
Red
for
takes
both
B.
Fire and Sky
Blue
is at
takes
B. That's where the action is at. I wonder, is Sky pretty much just giving up B at this point? Because look, we've got a Fire player
Blue
in there
team's
in Sky's
countered.
base, and they've been getting easy access to this base the
Blue
entire
team
time.
Scores in
Countdown
countered.
here.
Is it the
Blue
tunnel? I think it's the
countered.
tunnel that they've been giving up.
Yeah, they don't have a
Red
solid
takes
presence
A.
in tunnel.
But look, here we
Blue
go.
team
Here's a
scores
countdown. Only
in
2 left.
3,
This
Yeah,
might be
so-
the second
oh
point.
no,
1.
but oh no, a
Get
buttonhold
off
at
the
their own
team
base, and look, oh we
wins
missed
this
it, but it was a
round.
buttonhold also at Sky's base. So I've got one of their team members staying back to hold it, and he stopped Arthur, who's that
Match point.
sneaky bastard, going into
Red
Sky's
takes
base the
A.
entire time. That earned them the second K,
Blue takes C.
or the second point here.
Red takes
Yeah,
B.
we're like,
Yeah,
First
what, 5
elimination.
minutes in? 2 points?
2 points. They're doing really well. This is a great domination time.
Blue takes B.
This
It
will be
looks
a
like
nice
they're doing-
redemption for the O match if they can complete this 3rd point within the
Absolutely.
next minute or 2.
Blue team scores in
Yeah, it looks like
3.
Sky's doing a
Countered.
4-1 route here, which is not
Blue
something you
team
see
score
often.
Countered.
Usually people put in at least 1 or 2 more people in tunnel.
Blue team
High risk, high reward
scores
kind of
in
strat there.
countered. Red takes
Nice
A.
counter at B.
Red takes A.
Showing a really nice,
takes
professional,
A.
and experienced route towards
Red
Sky's
takes
base.
A. Blue takes B. Red takes C.
Seeing firsthand just how
Red
sneaky he's
takes
being.
A. Blue takes C.
And they're looking for him. They're trying to find out where he is. But he's... Oh, and they find him. Wonder
Find
taking
him.
him out. I bet they're happy about that. I know I would be. It's
Red
like, there
takes
you
B.
are. Big push now towards B. Potentially regain possession. Nice tag on Iska. One more Fire player.
Blue takes B.
Struggling to find that button there for a moment.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Gadget
Red
Man taken
takes
down.
C.
Sky pushing out from B. But it looks like there's a big battle outside of B. And it looks like Arthur is back in Sky's base again.
Oh, here we go. Is this a push? Nope.
Blue takes
They get the
A.
button,
Blue
but once again, they
team
do not have their own
scores
base.
in
Oh, they
encounter.
do. Big
Blue
battle
takes
here.
C. Blue
Trades on
takes A.
both sides of the map.
Only 2
Finally
left.
taking out Gel Arthur.
Blue takes
One
One
left.
player
One
left.
left.
Oh, but they don't have B. They lost B.
Oh, nice counter at B.
Yeah, Fire being really sneaky.
Red
Counters
takes
all
A.
over the map.
Red takes A. Blue takes A. Red takes A.
Ben 10 showing some nice movement and kills here. This is a 3K at least for
Blue
him.
takes
Hitting the
A.
button.
Red takes A.
Pulling on Fire's base.
Blue
Looks
takes
like
B.
it's about to be taken
Red
out. And
takes
it is.
B.
Shot from 2 angles.
But we see Sky regrouping at B already. We've got 3 at B
Red
pushing
takes
through.
B.
Yeah, they haven't
Blue
pushed the button
team
yet.
scores
Oh, there it is.
in
And it's
three
countdown.
Countered. Blue team
Is getting out
countered.
Persona.
Blue takes B.
Ben 10 trading.
Red takes B. Blue
Red
takes
streaks
A.
all over the place as they
Blue
counter
teams
left and right. Oh,
countered.
countdown here. Fire managed to
Red
get the
takes
counter
B.
at their own base
Red team
and
countered.
declaring their base from Sky players.
Blue team scores in
Another
countered.
countdown.
Red countered.
Counter at
Blue
their own base
takes
and
C.
at Sky's base. Airwolf taken
Blue
out by
team
Ben 10.
scores in
Another
three,
countdown, 2 alive at their own
countered.
base. Countered
Oh,
by
oh,
Iska.
countered by Iska
Another
here.
countdown, but a full fire lineup here still at their base. So at this point, Sky needs to really tuck in at the enemy base, let the B members catch up. And it looks like they're here and ready. Another potential countdown.
Countered.
Tags,
Oh,
get that
with
pick,
E4
lock them in. They're holding him.
Oh, there's 2
This could be
down
it.
left.
This could be it.
Countered.
Oh, you gotta get on that button. It's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, they waited too long. Yeah, between button pushes, you gotta hit that button as quick as possible. Every
Yeah,
interval
you definitely want that. It's
count.
going to keep them from being
Yeah.
able to
Red
respawn.
takes B.
It looks like what happened is they let a little bit too much time pass between those button
Blue
pushes.
takes B.
Full Sky team respawned on them
Red
like
takes
that.
C.
Fire rushing into Sky's base. Is doing a great job here. Oh, taken out by Bird Fever.
Red team scores.
Another red streak.
three,
Red
countered.
fire countdown. Countered by Ben 10. Bird Fever taking bridge dash heading towards tunnel. Nice group up here.
Red takes
Oh, hey, what's
B.
up, Mad Clever? Why are you not playing today?
Just slapped it like I slapped domination buttons. Is he referring to the
Blue
like button?
takes B. Blue
Yeah,
team
he is.
score countered.
Swipe that like
Blue
button, y'all.
team score countered. Countered.
Yeah, Fire
Red
having
team
to play
countered.
kind of defensive
Red
here. Oh, but
countered.
they have B, they have
Blue team
momentarily they
scores
had
in
Sky's
three,
base.
Here we
two,
go.
Oh,
Only
countdown
one left.
here.
one.
This is it.
Oh, and they take out, I think it was
Oh.
Airwolf. Yeah, Airwolf was the last alive, and he was at Sky's base. Nabbed that kill. So that was it, yeah, 3-0, a really strong presentation. And every single one of their players right now taking at least 20 kills. So a really strong showing across the board. In front, though, we have Ben 10 going 23-13 with an impressive 8,000 points. And pushing those
Yeah.
buttons like a madman. Top fragging for Sky, though, is Persona. And on Fire's side, got Gadget Man going 8,000 points, 16 and 21. Galley Arthur, no, Iska top fragging at 17. So, yeah, overall, a really good match. The Sky taking the W on this one.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
was
it
that?
looks like things have cleared up for Sky.
Yeah,
Everything's
that-
looking pretty blue.
that's as that's as solid of a win as you can hope for.
Yeah,
they
definitely
might, yeah.
redemption.
Absolutely, and with how close in MMR they are to Fire, I think this could nudge them up to Dasher tier. We'll see how it plays out, though. And it was a sub 10-minute quarry as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty
we d-
solid win on the quarry.
Yeah. Anything sub 10 on a quarry is, in my opinion, kind of an example of a stomp. Or just a really good showing. Quarries, they can last a while. All right. Well, that about wraps it up for this match here. Any final concluding and lasting comments y'all want to make?
GG Sky, GG Spire. You guys may have gotten doused today by those rainy skies, but you'll always burn in my heart. Love you. Hello, Arthur. Love you, Gadgetman TK. Love you, Eagle Fang.
And a big shout out to our viewers for watching us this late today. This panel wouldn't be anything without you guys. And a shout out to FireHorse, of course, for casting.
Yeah, definitely.
Giving us the
Yeah, my
opportunity to
pleasure.
watch this.
A little bit of a technical issue. I don't know if you noticed there was dropping some frames there. I think my system's overheating. It's a really, really hot day here, so yeah, I should have probably moved this PC out of the sun.
It probably didn't help that you're casting fire, literally.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. I've been Castle. It's been fun.
I've been Quadio. Peace. And bye, skins.